Hello my lovelies, welcome to my channel. Here is another guide to making the crispiest and the tastiest chicken ever. So stay tuned as I put you through the process. Guys, please do not forget to like, share, subscribe and turn on your notification bell in order to get notified when I post new videos. So let's get started. For this recipe, you will need soft chicken. As you can see guys, I have properly washed my soft chicken with lemon juice and water. And also guys, as you can see, I decided to make some cuts on the chicken just to allow the seasonings to penetrate into the chicken. Okay, so guys, I'll go ahead to season my chicken or marinate my chicken with these seasonings and spices. So I'm going to be keeping it simple. So I have with me chicken seasoning, some grinded chili pepper, some curry powder, ginger and garlic powder and some thyme. So I'll be adding all the seasonings and spices into the already washed chicken. And also guys, I added in some drops of oil, vegetable oil. You can use any vegetable oil of choice. Also guys, I added some onion paste. I used about 2 tablespoons of onion paste. You can decide to skip, you can decide to use more. This is just to give it some flavor. Okay, so I am trying to combine all the ingredients, all the seasonings and everything to combine to ensure that everything gets into the chicken. So this is the final result after mixing to ensure that everything gets into the chicken. So I am going to be storing it for later use. Actually, I left it overnight, and as you can see, I covered with a black plastic film. You can cover with anything you have. So I stored it in the freezer because I wasn't ready to use. As you can see, this is what it looks like the next day. So guys, for this recipe I will be using corn flakes. Yes, corn flakes to give it this crispy texture. You can also decide to use all-purpose flour for this particular recipe, but what I have available is cornflakes, so that is what I will be using. So this is the texture that you would like to blend your cornflakes, right? You wouldn't want it totally smooth because you still want it to retain that crispy nature. Also guys, I used white maize flour from Golden Penny. It's actually a flour that you can make into swallow, but I used it as an alternative for the regular all-purpose flour, and this is what it looks like. I used just a little amount of it to also aid the crispy nature of my chicken. And I seasoned slightly with some chicken seasoning, just a little amount of some chicken seasoning and ginger and garlic powder just to enhance the taste of the white maize flour. Guys, like I said, you can decide to use the regular all-purpose flour for this recipe. Is totally fine. I think that is actually the most common ingredient people use, but these are the ingredients I have available. So I have decided to try out this crispy chicken recipe with these ingredients that I have available. Also guys, I used a total of 2 raw eggs for this particular recipe. Okay, you can use more depending on the quantity of chicken that you have available. So for this chicken, I used half a kilo of the regular measurement we have in the market for this recipe. So I added in some pinch of salt to the raw eggs and I whisked the eggs together. So guys, it's time to heat up some vegetable oil. In a dry pan, I added in some vegetable oil. Please note, this particular oil has been used to pre-fry chicken. So guys, this is what my chicken looks like, and this is me coating the chicken. So please follow this process because it's really important. It determines how your chicken comes out or how crispy your chicken looks. So first off, I added in the already marinated chicken in my egg mixture. As you can see, I coated it generously in the egg mixture and I transferred to my white maize flour. In this case, my white maize flour, you can decide to use your all-purpose flour as well. So I coated it in the white maize flour and ensured that every part of the chicken was properly coated, and I transferred it back into the egg mixture and finally coated with the grinded cornflakes to give it that crispy nature. So guys, at this point that instrument wasn't given, so I washed my hand and decided to use my hand to properly coat the chicken with the cornflakes. So I ensured that every part of the chicken was well coated with the cornflakes. And this is what it looks like after coating. So guys, I decided to try coating the chicken with the kitchen utensil and I succeeded, guys. So guys, the oil is heated up nicely and it's time to deep fry. So as you can see guys, I added in all the coated chicken in the oil one after the other to ensure that the pan is not crowded. If you have more quantity, you can fry in batches. So guys, this is after frying for about 5 minutes on one side. It's time to turn the other side as well to ensure that every part of the chicken is well cooked. So guys, after cooking for about 4 more minutes, I decided to check if the chicken was properly cooked inside by cooking with my fork. So guys, at this point my chicken is ready and I am taking it off the heat. So guys, this is the final result. As you can see, the chicken is nicely cooked and crispy. So guys, you can decide to pair your chicken with anything. For me, I paired it with this delicious cream that I made, and guys, look at this goodness. It was really tasty and very crispy. Guys, I would like for you to try out this recipe and let me know what you think.